The Greek fire. More than a weapon, it was a secret. Born of brilliant engineering, guarded with deadly obsession. A roaring liquid flame that clung to water.
Imagine a weapon so terrifying that it burned on water, couldn't be extinguished, and struck fear into the hearts of entire naval fleets. For over 800 years, the Byzantine Empire possessed a secret weapon that modern science still cannot fully replicate. This is the story of Greek fire. In 678 AD, an Arab fleet of nearly 200 ships surrounded Constantinople, ready to end the Byzantine Empire once and for all. But the defenders had a surprise. From bronze tubes mounted on their ships, they unleashed liquid fire that clung to wood and flesh, burning even as it floated on the sea. The Arab fleet was decimated. Greek fire had just changed the course of history. Greek fire was an incendiary weapon used by the Byzantine Empire from the 7th to the 15th centuries. Unlike ordinary fire, it had several terrifying properties. It ignited on contact with water. It stuck to whatever it touched. It couldn't be extinguished by conventional means. In fact, water only made it burn more intensely. Some accounts suggest it could even be projected underwater to destroy enemy ships below the waterline. The weapon was deployed primarily through siphons, pressurized bronze tubes that sprayed the burning liquid up to 15 meters. These were mounted on Byzantine warships called dromons. The psychological effect was devastating. Enemy sailors had no defense and no escape. Here is where the mystery deepens. The formula for Greek fire was one of the closely guarded state secrets in history. Only the Byzantine emperor and a select family of chemists knew the complete recipe. It was passed down through generations with extreme secrecy. Those who knew the formula were forbidden from revealing it under penalty of death and were sworn to religious oaths. So what was in it? We don't know for certain, but historians and chemists have theories. The base was likely petroleum or naphtha, which was naturally available in the region. This was probably mixed with resins like pine resin or crude oil derivatives to make it sticky. Some suggest quicklime was added. This would react violently with water, explaining why it burned on the sea. Sulfur and saltpeter may have been included to increase flammability. Modern attempts to recreate it have produced similar effects, but we cannot be certain we've matched the original formula exactly. Greek fire gave the Byzantines a decisive naval advantage for centuries. During the first Arab siege of Constantinople in 674 to 678, it was the primary reason the city survived. In 717 to 718, during the second Arab siege, Greek fire again proved decisive, destroying much of the attacking fleet. The Byzantines used this advantage to control Mediterranean trade routes and defend against repeated invasions. Every major naval power of the era, the Arabs, Rus, and later Crusaders, feared Byzantine warships because of this weapon. Beyond its military use, Greek fire had a powerful diplomatic function. The mere threat of its deployment often prevented conflicts from escalating. Byzantium maintained its position as a major power partly through the reputation of this unbeatable weapon. So how did such a powerful technology disappear? The answer lies in the very secrecy that protected it. By the 13th century, the Byzantine Empire was in decline. The Fourth Crusade in 1204 sacked Constantinople, scattering scholars and destroying records. The family lineages that preserved the formula were broken. As the empire shrank, resources for producing Greek fire became scarce. By the time Constantinople finally fell to the Ottoman Turks in 1453, the knowledge had already been lost for generations. The extreme secrecy meant there were no written records that survived. Without the oral tradition passing from master to apprentice, the exact formula died with its last keepers. Additionally, military technology was evolving. Gunpowder weapons were becoming more effective and easier to produce. Greek fire, which required specific, rare ingredients and specialized deployment systems, became less practical compared to cannons and firearms. Modern historians and chemists have attempted to recreate Greek fire with mixed results. In 2002, researchers at the University of Liverpool created a mixture that demonstrated similar properties, burning on water and being difficult to extinguish. Their formula combined petroleum distillates, pine resin, quicklime, sulfur, and calcium phosphide. When tested, it produced flames that ignited on contact with water and burned intensely. However, even this successful recreation leaves doubts. Did the Byzantine version perform exactly this way? Were there additional secret ingredients that enhanced its effectiveness? The truth is, we may never know the exact formula. Some mysteries of the ancient world remain unsolved. Greek fire represents both the ingenuity of ancient engineering and the danger of extreme secrecy. It protected an empire for 800 years, but its own security measures ensured it would be lost forever. Today, it stands as a reminder that knowledge, no matter how powerful, is fragile. When civilizations fall and traditions break, even the most revolutionary technologies can disappear completely. If the Byzantines had documented their discovery more openly, perhaps Greek fire would have evolved along with other military technologies. Instead, it remains one of history's greatest lost secrets, a weapon so effective that we're still trying to figure out how they made it. What other lost technologies fascinate you? Let us know in the comments.